afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, wherever you are in the universe. This is Captain Swifty, the ineffectual gamer, and this is Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now, let me start. Hello, how are you? And I've just realised the game's not actually captured because I'm an idiot, and I always go end up doing this. So let me just hope that it captures it. There we go, thank God. Okay, and I'm just looking at the moment on my restream. And it looks like I'm hoping everything's working okay. On my restream it's kind of a bit iffy. So let's have a look. So yeah, okay, so I'll close that one down. It's just because I'm posting something on my Discord and stuff, so I'm just going to take a couple of seconds to do that. I always have to do it at the beginning, but everything seems to be running slowly now, and I'm a bit worried. I'm not sure whether it's my computer or what. How do you do it? Hashtag. Okay, you're gonna tweet, and I'm just gonna fill in my my Discord, and hopefully it's gonna be okay at every okay, send that out, send that. Okay, I think I've done that right. One in there as well. Okie dokie, gonna shut a few things down now just because I don't need them open on this computer, and it's gonna give me just a little bit more resource space, I think. So I've put it in there, I've put it in there. I think that's everything. If I've missed something off, it's my own goddamn fault. Okay, so we are in Oregon this evening, and I'm just gonna go into the sim. It's a bit quiet. The engine on this, the engine inside the cockpit seems to be just slightly low. And we're going to fly over to Mount Hood, and then we're going to fly over to Oregon. Oregon? We're in Oregon, you spoon. We're going to fly over to Portland, and then I don't know if we're going to fly out to the coast or fly down the mountain range. I'm not too sure yet. Now, this is the first time I've flown this one. This is the Beechcraft, and I knew I should have written the name down because I've forgotten it already. Can't remember the name of it now. It's a very, very strange setup. It's got what looks like, I'm not sure if this is an indoor heater. None of these are selectable, unfortunately. So I'm just going to put the hey Mav, how's it going? Wait, I'm just going to put the flaps down a little bit. And for takeoff purposes, I don't know what any of these buttons do. I really don't. I think you can have flaps up or flaps down. I don't know if there's any other option. I think there's up and down. I think that's it for this one. Let's have a look. So yeah, there's the avionics stuff. There's stuff on there. The avionics master. Okay, so they're all kind of, oh, but they're non-selectable. Okay. Sometimes that's good, sometimes it's bad if something's selectable or not. Horizon's good in this, the seat position's good, you get a very good view, and I can see both maps or both screens quite easily. My altitude's not so good, but my now I still haven't fixed the what's it called? Come on, Swifty. Come on, Swifty. What's it called? The thing that raises the nose up and down. I still haven't sorted that out yet. I promised myself I'd do it for today, and then I've totally forgotten. but I'm all ready to stream now, so it's going to have to be a handheld ride, which is probably going to be a pain in the backside, but it's going to be what it is. So, okay, so... yeah, okay. Right, so we are ready to go, I think. Why have I come out of Restream Chat? Don't know why I did that, and I want to do this lengthways so I can rotate it. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I'm good. I've been doing housework all day, and now I get to have my little bit of fun. A little bit of fun. Okay, right. So, oh, that was one thing. Just before I do take off, just wanted to check the stream on my YouTube, just to make sure it's working okay. Now, so over the last few days, you've noticed. I'm sure you've noticed, unless you're blind, there's some changes to the okay, that's fine. There's been some changes to the channel. So if you'll notice today, I've got a brand new logo. Never really had one. The one that I had was more connected to Elite, and I wanted to change it because I wanted it to kind of fit all the games that I play. So finally that got done, which is nice. So I now have my own logo, which is cool. And of course we've got the streaming screen here, which has my Twitch, my YouTube, and my Twitter. Still haven't got any Twitter followers, so if you have the old Twitter on your computer, feel free to join me. Okay, so let's get this flight underway. I'm gonna take off my parking brakes. There's no sound. So, okay, because it's you just pull it. That's cool. Okay, so parking brakes are off, and we can go full engines. Oh, a little bit of crosswind. I'm gonna try not to have my my computer controller. Now, we only have to go 60 knots for takeoff, so I'm going to force the nose down a little bit here, because I want to pick up that ground speed. I'm hoping this runway is long enough. It looked long enough. Yeah, I think we're okay. Okay, we're just going to make it off the end of the runway. But, whoa, I came back down there, I think. Okay, so we'll go... yeah, I don't want to stall. I'm going to bring up the... flaps, because I feel like I'm losing altitude here. Whoa, we're on a stall here. This is really strange. Right, we're not flying this... we're not flying this plane. I don't know what the hell that was. Let's go back to the main menu and we'll change it out. I don't know what the heck was up with that plane. I've never flown that one before. But that was takeoff speed, and it just nosedived, so I don't know what that was all about. I don't use Twitter. Yeah, it is, actually. You're absolutely right. That's why my Twitter is... I'm only following certain things, so it's gaming stuff on my Twitter. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know if... it's nothing to do with my setup that I'm aware of. Oh, crap, I can't remember where I took it from. Let's try something else, but we're going to have to try a bigger airport now, and I really wanted to run from that airport. I could do it in the Icon. But the Icon's so slow. And if you want to kind of do long range stuff, it's not as good. Maybe we'll go in this one, the Beechcraft King Air. Now, that wasn't the one I was just in, was it? Or was it? Hang on a second. That might have actually just been the one I was in. So no, I was in the Beechcraft Bonanza. Alright, we'll take the Beechcraft Air, I think. And now we have to pick an airport. So we were here in Winnipeg, I think. So we might have to go... I think we're going to go Columbus George Regional. Okay, this has got a huge runway here. Okay, so if it's got a huge runway, we'll go from parking. So we'll set the departure, and I'll load it up. Alright, no problem. Hey, and then you Can I fly over to Tbilisi? Not today, I'm afraid. I'm not doing any free flying today, I'm afraid. Is that where you live? Nice to see you, by the way. Because I'm specifically chosen Oregon and route, and I have to go southwest, just so I know. Just gonna write this down so I remember. South flies heading southwest. Okay. But I was thinking of doing a stream, maybe one day this week. I will do a stream and I'll take requests from people to either fly over their houses or over the airports closer to their houses. You too. I think I will do that because a few people have requested it, and I don't particularly have a problem with it. But once I've put in what I want to do for the day, I want to do it. So it's just the way it is. And thanks for joining me on Twitch as well. It's nice to see people on Twitch joining in. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Did you see it? I don't know what happened to it. It was takeoff speed. It was close. I'm gonna be. I don't know. It's very strange. Now, anybody who is playing this game, who is desperate for a career mode, don't jump in too quickly to these paid websites. And the reason is there will be an add-on at some point, which will be much cheaper in the long run, and you'll be able to do probably even more. There was FS Passengers for Flight Simulator, which I don't think is going to get released for this one, because I think the guy who was doing it has kind of given up on it now. Well, not given up on it, but he doesn't work on it anymore. So what happened there? I didn't ask for that. Right, okay. Okay, so I'm parked at the fuel, that's why. Oh, well, that's my fault, because I selected it. And we haven't got a... I love the parking here, look at that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that parking. That's really cool. Oh, so this is a pretty nice area. We're going to be flying out southwest, so we're going to fly out in that direction towards Chenoweth Airport. So, just want to have a look inside this one. Oh, wow. A lot more information here for me to get lost in, which is nice. Look at all these buttons. Right, some really strange display positions on these Beechcrafts. I'm going to give it that. Now, because I've never started this one from dark, I'm not going to try it now either. So I'm going to do the automatic starts, I'm afraid. Although I am reading some of these and understanding what they are. So, wow, there's way too many buttons in this. Especially what if your knee accidentally jumps and starts hitting them? You know, but the dashboard's slightly too high, but it is gonna mean that it's kind of a little bit more readable. Engaging autopilot. Engaging autopilot? You bloody not. Right, so you're bloody not engaging autopilot at all. Why have I got a yellow button? What's that? Right, because it's doing everything, and it's doing everything itself at the moment for the startup. So, okay, so we've got ignition going on at the moment. Okay, that's fine. Wait, did that just move it, or is it? It's not moving on its own, is it? No. Okay. How do we make that part disappear? We don't want split, that's what we don't want. We want full. Oh. Why was it doing that then? Right, okay, so we've got our map on the center, which is good. I would love to know the map controls, because the other one it was easier. This one, it doesn't look as though I have the controls in front of me, so I don't want to spend too much time finding them, to be honest. But okay, Right, okay, so we've got everything going. Sounds nice, the engine on this, even though it's quite quiet. As I said, I think there might... I don't know if these engine sounds are actually more truthful to reality or they're not. I'm not too sure. So I am going to go to the tower and ask for clearance. Announce taxi.
Kilo Delta Lima Sierra Traffic Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo is taxiing to runway 25.
Hey Mav, welcome back in. Okay, so I don't actually know where I'm departing to, but okay. Alright, let's see if I can just check out. Oh wow, it doesn't even come up. So we're going to the southwest, so let me just see if I can select that and if it'll bring it up for me. Announce depart to the, it would be departing to the south, really, or the west, I guess. Well, it's only giving me one option, which is what. Oh no, it isn't. It's just going too fast. No, I'm not taking off. Shite. Alright. So that. So I don't know if I can actually do it on the screen. Ah, there we go. Which one's runway 25? That's what I want to know. Do you know what? I'm just going to take off from this runway here. Seeing as it's here and I can see it, so and I'm glad I know how to zoom in on that now. Okay. Right, so we're going to take off the parking brakes, and I'm going to request a pushback because there's no tug here. And it did this before, and I don't understand why. Am I not getting a pushback either? Right, hang on. So that'll be my alarm for my parking brake, I'm sure of it. Yeah, parking brake. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, so why is it not pushing me back? Try that one. Aha! I think I made that mistake the other day. It's the left shift and P button. Which I don't understand why. I don't understand why the right hand side one doesn't do it. But it is what it is. Got some oil stains on the ground there by the looks of it, which is pretty cool. We also have a car coming, so I'm going to cancel the taxi for a moment. Ah, okay, it's lit up the taxi thing now. And there is some traffic, so I don't know if I wanna. I think this. No, the plane's too big. I was gonna go into that parking area and taxi off from there, but I think that's a bit too dangerous. So we're gonna have to let this traffic pass. I think we've got a bus, we've got two cars, and then further down we've got a fuel truck, but he's going somewhere else, which is good. About time. Something else out there, but I don't know what it is because I can't see it. So we're actually going to continue push back, and then we're going to follow that traffic. Is he stopping? Not stopping, is he? You're going to have to go around, mate. This is highly dangerous. But I felt it'd get past before I push back. I love the sound of this, by the way. Absolutely love the sound of this this plane. It's got a really good sound to it. Okay, let's see if we can't find where the kind of taxi throttle amount is, because that sounds scary. And it's turning really fast. Some of these small ones do, though. So we're taxiing to runway 25, and then I'm just going to take off because I suppose I've asked for it. So Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. The hell are these two doing? Seriously, is one of them a forklift truck? Oh, this is ridiculous. This airport's obviously not been properly worked on. Now, hopefully, it won't detect a collision with my wing. I'm going to try and go off the grass, which I know you wouldn't do. And I'm just hoping that my wing doesn't clip something and it says that I've crashed. I think I've just... Oi, I went a bit too far to the left there. Yeah, I think they need to really start having like an airport. I'm sure they will, or people will do it. The people can probably do it with the AFCADs. But they need to really start looking at some of the airports, because I've heard a few airports that are very iffy to try and take off from. What? So that was... Now I'm going to have to do another across the grass because it didn't... Because it taxied me into the wrong place. I need to trust my own airport instincts better. We've been on the grass one time, so... So... The area around here is beautiful. Oh, we're on the grass again. Okay, great. This is great stuff. This is great way to start a stream. Okay, so we're actually going to try and take off here. I'm going to put my flaps to 1. I don't know what takeoff speed is. I hope this runway is long enough. It doesn't feel long enough. It really doesn't. Alright, but we are nearly at takeoff speed, so that's okay. Oh no, we're only at the halfway, so we can actually build a little bit of extra. So we're going to get up in the air. Okay. And much more successful this time. So I'm just going to go external for a second. That is the worst external view ever. I don't know if I'm going up, down, around or what. Okay, we're up. And we are going to the southwest. And we can actually see where we're going, the first spot, which is there, Mount Hood. My angle of attack is slightly too high, but we'll be alright. Now, I don't know if this nosedives when I... no, it's leveling off, or is it nosediving? It is nosediving. Okay, so... We'll be alright, we'll survive this. So, we're back inside, and I just want to see how much the nose drops by, or whether it'll actually, I think it might settle itself out here actually. We are slightly losing, 500. Yeah, that's terrain warning, that's okay. Terrain warning's fine. I've just brought the engines down a little bit because it's not, I just brought the engines back a little bit there because I was picking up quite a lot of speed. So okay, so we are now in a pretty decent. We're in a small climb, very small climb. As you can see, we're climbing. It feels like I'm losing altitude. It really does, but I think that's just because of the terrain. Games, I'm losing FPS a bit here though. But this happens sometimes in this game. Not this bad normally though. I really hope I haven't got anything running in the background that shouldn't be running. Let me just tab out the game. Oh, it's not even letting me tab out at the moment. Hang on. Oh, cripes. This is going really slow. I can't even tab out the game at the moment. Yeah. That was weird. 500. Okay, let's just hope everything... I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if my computer's handling this very well. I don't know why. I have not had a problem until today. But my computer really seems to be struggling a little bit here. It's probably all those trees, to be honest. I was getting some serious stalls there and some strange sounds. That's never good. No, I have a feeling it'll correct itself. I'm starting to pick up FPS now. I think it might have been the trees, because now I can. My FPS is definitely picking up. You can just feel it straight away. Stream may lag from time to time because this is a really intensive. It's a bandwidth intensive game. Also, I changed the priorities on it today just to test them out. So if it doesn't give me a great experience, then I know next time not to change the priorities. So it might have just been all those trees low down, because they'll be higher resolution as well. I actually changed my graphics settings in order to try and get just a couple of extra FPS out of it actually. So everything I've done to make it better actually probably didn't even work. What I do like is we're picking up good altitude here, and I'm not having to control the plane so much. So that's nice. I don't know why I've got a warning light. Oral warning, okay. I like this airplane because I have no idea what it's talking about. I should have controlled this with the right stick. What's ITT? Oh, okay, so I've just got it. I've just got the engine on too much. But for this flight, I don't mind. This is not we don't have to. When it's a scenic flight, we don't have to stick by the rules. Only when we're doing IFR and stuff. But we can turn the engines down slightly. So it's 6,000 odd feet now. This is Mount Hood. And what an amazing mountain it is. Oh. FPS drops again. Yeah, I think... again, fingers crossed, people. Hopefully it'll sort itself out. I really do. I don't like this. Yeah, I accidentally pressed a button. I don't think any of that helps when I'm doing that. Jeez Louise. If my stream suddenly goes off, I'm gonna have to come back and stream something else, because it means that the computer's shut down. Again, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Again, I think when it starts having to paint in those trees or put in those trees, that's when it goes mental. So again, we're gaining altitude, which is good at the moment. So this is Mount Hood. Here, we're gonna go round Mount Hood. We're not there yet, Brian, and there's no toilet stops for a good half hour, so better pee in that mayonnaise jar. Wow, what a mountain! Look at all these gullies. I mean, the mountain's high enough, but imagine even just climbing some of these gullies would be enough, I think. I'm gonna reset the camera for a second here. Okay, so let's swing it around a little bit so we get a better view. Look at this glacial mountain. Are you flying in open? No. Strictly in the private. Strictly in private. Smitty. Okay, that's pretty impressive, and this area is pretty impressive. To the south, to the west there you can see a huge glacial mountain, and then to the north, if I can swing it round, would that be north? Hang on, I don't know what I'm talking about here. Another two huge mountains. So what a place to live. There is one jet at the moment, but you have to slew it into the sky because it can't take off. I'm guessing that'll get fixed over time. I'm guessing they'll make some jets. So we're going to head north to whatever that mountain is to the north as well. This is just absolutely beautiful area, this. We can bank a little bit harder, I think. We're up to 11,000 feet. The ceiling for this one, I think, was 27,000 or something. Yeah, because it's not an official product, Brian. It's an add-on that somebody's created. So, because it's not official, they've had to... I don't know why it can't take off. It doesn't make sense. I would have thought everything you need is in the aircraft file, so... It's a game, so it has to stick to the kind of parameters that are put in it. But so I'm not sure why it can't... Look at this land. This is amazing. That haze as well. I haven't got it on live weather. I'm sure I've set it to clear skies. I mean, technically they're clear, but that haze is really strong. So Portland will be off there somewhere. And we are going north. So that mountain was to the north. I was right. So that's kind of the direction we're going to head off in. We're going to have a look at this one, and then we're going to have a look at this one here as well. Just looking at all of this, it's unbelievable. It must be hard to traverse this area. So it's a jet glide. I wonder... Could be. Welcome into the stream, everybody, if you're just joining in. If this is your first time and you enjoy it, please do drop a like button. You can't blame me for the frame rates, that's not my problem, it's the computer's problem. It's what happens when you have a potato computer. Which isn't actually true, this computer aspires to be a potato computer. Oh, are you in game then, Smitty? Where did I take off from? Yeah, if you go to Portland, you go look for Mount Hood. You can see it on the map because it's like a white circle. And then, oh, but you're not. Are you in? I thought I added you, didn't I, Smitty? I added you the other day. Didn't I? Bloody sure I did. You have already sent a friend request to Smitty. Yeah, you haven't accepted it. I'm a bit disappointed by that. Let's have a look. Resume. But if you do, then I can add you into the group. Yeah, there you go. I think you'd enjoy it, Brian. You can do lots of loop-the-loops and stuff. It's good fun. Oh, there's a big lake below me here. Or a river. Or a shadow. Oh, that's got to be a lake, hasn't it? Can't be. No, it's a river. Bloody hell. That is one wide river. Let's see. Ah, there we go. I have a notification. Smitty has accepted you. I don't know if I want. I can invite you to the group. There you go. Sent a group request. Sometimes it disconnects though. It's disconnected to Ellersgar every now and again. So we'll see if it allows Smitty into the group and whether he does a flyby in a 737. That's what I'm expecting. That's what I would do. So. So if you enjoy the stream today, please do drop a like. Please do also subscribe if you enjoy it as well. You can see the links to my Twitch, twitch.tv IneffectualGamer, and IneffectualGam2 on Twitter. Please, if you have Twitter, do add me because I'm friendless on there at the moment and I'd like to build it up a little bit. So, ram you out the sky. I bet you would actually. I can imagine it. Now I forgot that I can actually control Microsoft Flight Simulator while viewing my stream, which is the first time I've been able to do this with a game, and it feels really weird doing it. And I can actually full screen it, and I might do that in the future a little bit, so that you see, I can see more than what you can see. So. So as I said, there's oh no, it's not doing the sound anymore, but that's because we're at 16,000 feet now. So I'm gonna just pull back a bit on the engines, see if I can't see. There he is. There's Smitty, and he's travelling very fast indeed. So I would like to know what aircraft he is in, because he's catching quickly. Oh, he's in a jetted. He's in the Learjet. Okay. So, there we go. So, that is why he gained on me so quickly. Right. Yeah, I don't know how easy to control that is, actually. If he's going at... He's turning like Ellersgar would, so I'm supposing you've got all the damage and stuff turned off. Yeah, he... The way he was gaining on me, I was like, right, that's jetted, for sure. Okay, we're going to pull back the engines just slightly, because we're actually still gaining altitude at the moment. We're losing speed a little bit, that's fine. Because I don't want to get too high, because I'm not going to get a good look at the mountains. I was going to go to that mountain first, actually, over there, but I think I might go second, because that looks interesting. That's a volcano, that's not a mountain. That is a volcano, so we're definitely going to go have a look at that. So, I think we're going to have a look at that one first, because of the fact that it's a volcano. Smitty's disappeared off my screen, so I don't know if he's signed out now or whether it kicked him. Sometimes it does, and I don't know why. Yeah, no, he's in my group. It's alright, he's in my group. Okay. So I noticed with Ellersgar, my Fizzog? What's Fizzog? Welcome in, by the way, Malcolm. Has everybody had time to check out the new logo, the new Ineffectual logo? If you haven't seen it, let me just do this bank. Oh, are they? I think you'll see free. I think you'll see freeware ones come out. I really do. Once people know exactly what's going on, we'll see some freeware stuff come out for sure. Does it include missiles? No, missiles definitely don't work at the moment, thank God. So I'm going to just put the engines up a touch. Oh, do that. Right, okay, so I want to add an image. And I want to add, where is it, desktop. PNG one. Whoa, it's made it very big, but I'll make it smaller. Okay, so this is the new logo, the new Ineffectual Gamer logo, and I'm actually going to put it up here next to my head, I think, just for a second. Oh, and it's reversed as well. Why it's reversed, I'll never know. It shouldn't be reversed. Well. No, I can't select it. No, that's the wrong one. Oh crap, I wish I hadn't even bothered doing this now. I just thought I'd show it. Image 6 it'll be. So, yeah, it's backward though, so that's it. I'll remove that. So, oh, we're going too far over. We want to go a little bit over to the right now. Smitty's catching up again, he says. That's a scary thing for me. Yeah. He's doing some very strange dances in that Learjet of his. I'm sure I could hear his Learjet there, actually. I'm loving it, Malcolm. It's amazing. Especially if you've got a half-decent PC. I mean, my PC, when I'm streaming, I get a lot of lag. When I'm not streaming, the lag's not so bad. And I'm really enjoying it. I've seen a lot of things so far. A lot of places. And, yeah, I'm really, really enjoying it. Hey, TT2, how's it going? Welcome into the stream. I think you must be new. I don't recognise your name. Oh cripes, that here he comes again. I don't know what's causing that audio crackling because it's not lag. But it is annoying, whatever it is. Hey Blue Nose, how's it going? Thanks for coming over there on Twitch. Somebody was on Twitch earlier. That audio crackling is really annoying though. For me. You can always put pretend ones. My day's going pretty well. It's a Sunday, doing Sunday things. But yeah, the rest of the day I was doing some housework earlier and trying to sort some things out, so getting a bit of a break on the game's pretty cool. And getting away from that monotony is cool as well. I mean, I streamed quite a lot yesterday, so I can't really moan, can I? Oh, I'm overspeeding. Okay, so let me just pull my engines back a little bit, because I definitely don't want to overspeed. Definitely don't. What about my landing gear? I don't know why it's telling me I need landing gear. I think it's because I totally pulled off the throttle. Okay. Alright, so yeah, this is definitely an old volcano, which looks like it actually erupted as well a long time ago, and the side blew off it by the looks of it. Here, you can see the side blew off. I don't know if anybody wants to look this up on Google. Just north of Portland in Oregon. I'm not sure. I've actually got accidents turned off for this, Smitty. That's why he couldn't destroy me. I knew somebody was going to do that. So that's pretty cool. It's got a nice lake here as well. Oof. Okay, I've had a huge lock up here. So I'm going to try and make up a little bit. I was going to try and make up some speed, but I'll just do it by pulling the nose up. It's much easier to just pull the nose up. Okay, and we'll settle back out. I really like it. I really like the sim. It's better than I expected. As I said, it's a bit of a harder one when I'm streaming because this feels like eerily like playing Elite Dangerous. I like it because when I'm not streaming and I'm getting pretty good frame rates, I never have huge drops. And I've seen some really nice places so far. As I said, like, I actually lowered the graphical quality today just slightly, just to try and get some FPS, but I think I'm going to just knock it back up if it's really not having an effect. And I think giving priority to the simulator and to OBS is kind of over other stuff, seems to be causing more lag than usual. So, because that flight we did in California that night, Elazgar, I didn't have any frame rate issues that night, and we were up and down and around, flying low, flying high, mountains, trees. I mean, even LA. I mean, LA, flying over LA. I mean, the frame rates weren't huge, but they were good enough to fly in. So. Wait, are you still streaming later, Blue Nose? You said you might be having a stream. Blue Nose normally streams like Overwatch and stuff, but I think he streams some other things as well. But I've seen the last few times doing Overwatch, so if you like that type of stuff, definitely give him a look-see. Somebody's doing Edinburgh, just saw it the other day, doing a really good job of it. They're importing assets over from Google Maps and using it in this game. They've done Murrayfield, is it? They've done the castle, they've done an art building of some type, or a gallery of some type. It all looks pretty good. So we're gently losing altitude here. So I'm just going to apply slightly more RPM, just to see if we can't kind of flatten it out so that we're not losing altitude, not gaining altitude. Yes, I could use the pitch, but my pitch button doesn't work, and I still haven't gotten around to remapping it, but I'm going to. Just don't know what to map it to at the moment, actually. Just gonna slight bit more RPM there. See if we can kind of level this off a little bit. So Kiona Airport we're passing, and Smitty's still doing, he's doing once more around the volcano, and he'll be back. The amount of have I missed the mountain out? I've missed that one out. Oh well. Now, Oregon is a really, really nice place. I actually flew over the other day. I was saying to Elazgar, I wanted to do some kind of like movie locations and stuff in the streams, and I flew over Haystack Rock, which is just south of Astoria. And unfortunately, Haystack Rock isn't in the game. I'm sure somebody will add it at one point, and it would be nice for them to add it, because it is very iconic. But unfortunately the game hasn't read it correctly, or it doesn't read rocks in the sea, so they just show us the photo from the satellite photograph. It doesn't actually build the geometry of the rock or anything, which was really sad. So really, really sad, but that's just the way it is, I'm afraid, when you're using satellite imagery. Like I said here, the mesh seems to fit the mountains here quite well, actually. There was somebody on Flight Sim Reddit earlier on who had kind of used the drone camera to do a walk that they often do by foot to try and recreate it, and the photographs were eerily similar. So the game does have the ability to do better. Oh, thanks for the sub, TT2. I don't know why you haven't shown up in the latest subscriber thing though. It should have kind of should have given you like some bells and whistles, and normally when people sub. Yes, I probably am. I was very, very close to the border when I flew over Mount Hood, which is why I thought about going back out to the... Sorry, Smitty, I just cut you off there. There you go. There he is showing off. We're going to swing around. We're going to go out over the ocean and go down... what was it you were saying earlier, Elazgar? The Olympic coast. So... So I've just up the RPMs just a little bit on the plane so that we can... Was that Mount St. Helena I flew over? Oh yeah, because that would be the volcano, isn't it? But it's still active, isn't it? Yeah, still cheating with the fuel when it's... actually, yes, it's funny you should say that, Brian. The next time I do a IFR, I need to make sure that I don't. Scenic routes, I'll cheat as much as possible because it's just the scenery that I'm looking at. I'm not doing even if I'm actually doing a VFR flight from one place to another. I'm going to start. Actually, I didn't have a look in this one. What's it look like in the back? Can you see? Oh, the walnut thing's just in the way. I can't. The walnut dresser's in the way. It's not really cheating, Brian. This is a simulation. It's not really a game, so I'm not. It's not like I'm using cheat mode or anything. I'll add unlimited ammo later. So we will. Oh, wow, this is huge. This mountain. Oh, what's that? When the cats jump down and run off, normally something's happened. Something blown up? So... might have to give the engine a bit more juice to... I should have just done this in a Learjet, shouldn't I? This is exactly like Elite. Right, okay. Okay, so you could actually... I was saying that the mesh fits very well, but it looks like there might be a slip here. Yeah, that looks like a slip there. Could be a road, actually. Might be trying to draw in a road. Oh, it is, because you can see where it connects here. Yeah. So you can see the textures. So this is why we're getting a lot of lag, people, because it's loading the textures in. I can see them dropping in when I was zoomed in there. So that's why we're getting lag, because it's eating up the internet connection. Yeah, you need to rank up, Brian. No, you can choose any aeroplane you want. Choose any aeroplane you want. No fast ranking here. Don't even need credits for them. Oh wow, this mountain's huge. Now this is Everglacial as well, by the looks of it. Yeah, I don't know if you can, because you might stall. No, you won't stall. I'm at 227. So if you can control your speed a little bit, you might be able to do it. But yeah, I'm well, 225. Now I'm just gonna reset the camera here, just in case we have any updrafts or anything, because sometimes it's not so bad when you're kind of going around, but if there's anything. So yeah, this must be Everglacial, which is pretty cool. Oh yeah, it's got ice here, which permanent ice. You can tell because it's strange different colours. So yeah, and it's loading all of this textures in. So this is why it's you know, they were saying before that you could preload some areas or preload your flight, which unfortunately isn't that true. You have to you can cache areas, but the cache system really doesn't work very well, and it is so painstaking if you want high level detail. I mean, it's crazy painstaking. It takes me a long time. 15 flaps. Don't think you use flaps in that way. Right, so we're heading out west now. We're gonna head on a western direction, and we're gonna try and get to the coast. There's Smitty. Hey! Don't stall. So there's Smitty keeping up with me now. Oh yeah, this is Everglacial, we can tell. Oh wow, that's so cool. So cool. Right, so yeah, okay, so we're still making the turn. 3 more degrees and sorry, 10 more degrees, not 3. And we'll head out over the coast. So look at this. Look how far the glacier goes down here. This is outstanding. I'm loving this. Look at how far the glacier goes down. That is amazing. So it'd be quite interesting to see where the river starts, actually. I mean, that's obviously supposed to kind of be it, but that still looks glacial. Can't imagine it would be though, that far down. Or maybe it's dried up because the ice isn't melting. Who knows? Yes, it would be, I think. Right, okay, so we can actually kind of do more of a, well, not west-west, but southwest, maybe a little bit more. So I'm going to go back to a, let's think, it's 265 heading, I think. Actually, 260 I think I'm going to go to. And this will take us to the coast. And then we can actually come down a little bit closer to the coastline. When we get to the coastline, we can kind of come down a little bit and kind of do some low-level flying around there. Just trying to get Smitty's Learjet into shot, but it's so hard to control with the mouse. I've probably lost him now as well. It's so hard to control with the... yeah, I've lost him already. Woof. And now frame rate issues because I'm zooming in and out and it's trying to load in and out the textures. So we can see the coast over there, I think. I'm actually going to go to a 240 heading. Instead. Put a bit more RPM into the engines just so we can climb up a little bit more, because we've dropped a little bit, but we don't want to drop really until we get to the coastline, because it seems kind of a bit pointless. I'd love to do some flights in Alaska as well, in the snow. I might do that one day, like a very snowy flight in Alaska. And I'd love to do some flights in a thunderstorm, but I'd probably rather do that IFR with an autopilot, if possible. Well, I knew we were a little ways from the coast. Didn't realise we were that far from the coast. Get there eventually. So if you're enjoying the stream today, please do drop a like. Like TT2, you can sub if you want, and that would be very nice also. Scaring you, mate. I don't know if it's still raining, son. Cat's trying to get out. I know. I am looking out for the turtle shell, or tortoise shell. Yes. So I'm glad you reminded me of that, because I have to be very, very careful. It's a shame that they don't have, actually they do, what am I talking about, but oh, the FPS inside the cockpit is worse than outside. Right, let's have a look. So, if I just zoom, okay, it's easy enough. Wow. You're gonna have to try and fix, can't do any changes while I'm midstream in case it just shuts it off, so but definitely not messing around with the okay, so oh, I don't know what they are. Don't know if that's mountains or something. We should be able to see whatever it is just off our wing. I can't imagine they're mountains, but we're not that far off the coast actually. Oh, shouldn't change my head a bit too much there. So it was just off that wing. I don't know what they were markers for, to be honest. Could be markers for Smitty, just to watch out. So just Doesn't seem to be totally level there. So actually, no, I want to be more... I want to be a bit more... say 240. I'm going to whack the engines up a little bit more. See if I can't get a little bit more altitude here and get there a little bit faster, slightly faster. Oh, there's a town down here or a city down here. I don't think it's a city. Looks like there's a town here as well, just a little bit further off. So what did I say? 240. I'll try and get it on 240. Oh, there's an airstrip down there. Cougar Mountain Airfield. Chilly though. Put my sleeves down a little bit. It's the first time I've had a chill in nearly three months. Yeah, I don't know what those markers are. I'll have to. I know there's too much talk in it. Keeps trying to keep up, and then he's almost at my flight level actually. Oh, he's keeping the pace there pretty well. Losing altitude, but keeping pace. Yeah, Learjet might have made this route a little bit faster. So I'm just looking at the map here. I'm just looking at the map here, and I'm just going to look at the map in reality, and I might take you down past. Might take you past now. Astoria, the place from the Goonies, is here, if I remember rightly. It's either here or here on this tip. It might be here, or it might be here actually. Stupid. Yeah, I think it's there because there's a bridge that goes over the water. Or it could be here, not too sure exactly which one. That's why I said I kind of wanted to change my direction a little bit. Look, because I keep turning to the left and I don't know why. Because I'm now on a south course and I don't want to be on a southern course. I want to be on a westerly course. So we're going to make a dangerous tip here. I don't know if the wind was pushing up against my wing there or something and it caused that. Pull the nose up a little bit to take away the overspeed. That's going to hit now. Okay, I'm just going to check Google Maps quickly, just to check where Astoria is. Well, I know where it is, I just didn't know if it's in that first part or the second. The second part, Astoria, Oregon. Oh, so it looks like the bottom one that I was saying. Yeah, so it wasn't the top one, it was the bottom one, and it is, okay, so actually it's a little bit closer in, I think. Oh no, so we can end there, because I wanted to see this part as well. So we're going to fly out to, oddly enough, a place called Aberdeen by the looks of it. If I can make sure that the... Whoa! Smitty's getting close now. Trying to keep level. See if we can do it. Oh, he just goes to... guess that's because maybe there was a connection there. I don't know if that buffeted you actually when you went behind me there. So, oh, got some lightning outside, so if the stream goes off, you'll know why. Okay, so yeah, Astoria is here. Not in this one. It's in this one. And Haystack Rock that I was talking about is over here, or just down here, sorry, not over here. Just down here. Quite a long way from the city, actually. It kind of destroyed... If that was thunder, we might be in trouble. Okay, so yeah, we're pretty much on line now for the direction I want to be going in. So 260, okay. So we need to kind of keep on that 260 heading. 21,000, might go to 25 because it'll probably get us there just slightly faster. There should be a visible river actually we can follow down. Which should be somewhere just to my right. I can see a lake, lake, I don't know, lakes I can see. So, and I can see the coast now. You can actually see the coastline here. So we're going to be heading towards this. So at least I have a visual flight now, which I can use. Or a visual range I can use. So I don't have to keep looking at the heading. Just want to be careful with my altitude because I'm not sure what the cap altitude is for this. I don't think it actually matters in the game. I don't think it causes automatic stalls or anything, but it might do. I've seen people think the highest flight level in the game is 2,750 feet. Was it 200? 2,000. 200,000. Say it easier. 275,000 feet is the highest point you can go to, right on the edge of space. But I think people slew there. Slewing is when, well, you know what slewing is. If you don't, you can ask. But yeah, so they slew themselves there, and I think you immediately go down. But I've noticed before that I think I've gone a bit too high in my icon and it hasn't stalled on me. Yeah, so we can see the river I was talking about here. You can see it winding up through here. So we're probably going to start our descent very soon. I'm just going to turn and try and follow the river down into the bay and see what it's like. Yeah, so I am gonna do some famous film locations. So Close Encounters of the Third Kind, maybe even E.T., stuff like that. And I'm gonna see how they line up in the simulator compared to reality, because some places are lining up quite well. And you don't actually always have to fly there. You can actually use the drone camera to get there. But I don't think I've got the drone camera set up anymore. I think I reset it for something because I wanted to take total control of the airplane. But if I set it up to my joypad, then we'll be able to use the drone. So we'll be able to fly there in the airplane, go into active pause, and then use the drone to have a look at it. So actually, myself and I will go there one day if you want, Brian. Myself and Elazgar flew there a couple of days ago. Or was it last week, Elazgar? It was the night of game. It was the first place we flew to, wasn't it? We flew Vegas to Area 51. Okay, so I'm gonna pull back on the RPM, and we're gonna start our descent. I don't know where Smith... Ah, Smith is behind me. Smith is behind me again. Trying to... Okay, so actually we're a little bit too high here, let's be honest. So the engine's right down here. And we can start losing... we probably don't want to be dropping over 1,500 feet a second. That's probably a bit crazy. Or a minute, sorry. Or even 2,000. Well, we might be alright. I don't know what the vertical speed limit is actually. Because if we drop too fast, we're actually going to be gaining airspeed, and we're going to actually start overspeeding, which we definitely don't want. But we could just fly like Smithy. Stick the flaps down and hope for the best. Hey, there he is. Doing a pretty good job there, Smithy. I'll have to let you know more often on Discord what I'm doing if you want to join in. Oh, those mountains look pretty cool. Don't know what that is in the centre. No, it's more mountains, just more snow. I thought it was a city for a second. So we've got, don't know what city this is down here, but it can't be Seattle, can it? But it has got a, I don't think it's Seattle, is it? It could be. I've come across. Do you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if that is Seattle. Let me have a look. If that's an airport as well, which I can't see because of the way that this is set up, this might be Seattle if that's an airport down there as well. And it does look like an airport down there. It's a hard one to work out. It could be. We'll fly out and around. We'll see what city it is. I can actually look it up here on Google, but I just didn't think about it, and I don't know why it keeps kicking me out. Put me back in Google Maps. So I'm just going to go a little bit north here, just while we lose this altitude. Oh no! I know where it is because I said it earlier. It's the city of Aberdeen. City of Aberdeen. Not the Aberdeen, Brian. Don't get confused. It's a different Aberdeen from your Aberdeen. So I'm just going to drop the engines a little bit more because we seem to be now not losing. And I'm going to do a swing around here. So I'm going to come in through that top end. There's a few Aberdeens in the US. There's actually a Middlesbrough in the US, and but it's in Kentucky, but it's spelt slightly differently. But it is the connection. Apparently, it is the Middlesbrough. I think the people who went there were maybe a bit. Well, actually, Middlesbrough has a very strange spelling, which is why they've changed it. For sure, that's why they changed it to make it more understandable. Oh. I didn't realise I was overspeeding there, so I can just pull the engine back a little bit. Come on. It's because we're losing 5,000 feet per minute, but... No, our story is further down. This is the city of Aberdeen. Are you on about where I am, or where we've got? Okay, let's just. I can't overspeed because it. Right, let me just force this. I'm gonna force the descent, and then I'm gonna pull her up. The plane didn't like that, did she? Right, we'll stop overspeeding now. Some really weird bouncing in there. We'll stop overspeeding now. and I'll put the engines up just slightly so that we're not we don't stall out the sky. Right, okay. There we go. Yes, it is. With your plane doesn't tear apart, but you would go to the crash screen to say that your plane, and it'll explain that due to high G-forces, your plane fell apart. So yes, that is possible. Very much so. So okay, we are coming in over Aberdeen. Here we are still losing altitude, just so. I need to get used to using my controls correctly so that I know what I'm doing when I'm looking for something. So I'm just going to turn the engines down slightly because we're still picking up speed and I don't want that. Oh really? I didn't know, Smitty. I didn't realise we had that differing time zones. Yeah, we'll go in the Icon next time. We'll do something more picturesque. Not to say that this is looking nice. Now we're down about, I always say 3,000 feet seems to be the, 3,000 feet seems to be where everything pops in and you get a really good view of stuff. The only thing is all of these trees are definitely causing this lag, because the lag started as soon as we got over that area at a low altitude. So, whoop! That, if you're wondering what that red line is, it's the approach to the airport, but we're not landing in that airport, which is Bowerman Airport. We're going way too fast to actually get a landing there, I think, at this point in time. Well, actually, I'm losing airspeed quite well here. I could land there if I wanted to. I'm not going to though. I'm just going to put the revs up a little bit because we're losing airspeed, and I don't want to lose airspeed. Yeah, we could actually. I'll have a look, yeah. British Columbia, yeah. It is a part I've wanted to check out. You just have to hope that the simulator can do it justice, because there's certain places that the simulator really doesn't do justice. My area's okay, but it could be better. This area, I don't know. We'll see as we get down, but it's supposed to be very, very... Whoa, don't want to be going down here. I will do, yep, and I'll tell you something in Discord. Definitely, I'll check it out. So let's have a look at this area. This area should be pretty. Pretty. But I don't. This type of plane really isn't very good for sightseeing, to be honest. Because it needs to. I think it's. I can't remember how much it needs to stay in the air. But, and it's a bit noisy for sightseeing, to be honest. Totally honest. I like these kind of sandbars here. I keep using the mouse to look around when I've got a stick that I can do with. Okay, so we're down at 1,000 feet here, so I should probably crank up the engine slightly and just get myself a little bit of height. And the reason is because the photogeometry from probably about 800 feet really starts to go down, and you really kind of start seeing where it's not very good. So also there's a town over on here. We'll make a, wow, there's a lot of airports in this area. We'll make a turn and go and have a look at this town. It does a little bit actually. It sounds exactly like that. Reminds me when I flew with, the first time, I think it was the first time I flew with KLM, which was turbine engine, and it was just noisy all the time. There was never a quiet part of the flight that I remember. Oh, baseball fields down there, so it's good to know that they passed their time. Well, it's got to be a nice place to live. This, look at this long beach that you get to enjoy. Oh, that looks like a golf course actually. I just passed there. Just look at this long beach here. Greyland Intergalactic. That's one hell of a name for an airport. So yeah, this must be a lovely place to live. All of this beach, and it's not crazily inhabited, so you probably don't have too much. Well, you look at it; it's like one road running along. And if we do a pause here, live pause, we can see that this isn't expensive souped-up housing, and there's a lot of space. So look at the truck that, oh, I've spoiled it. I couldn't get to it. There's a like a fuel truck down there or something. So yeah, as you get here, you can see it's a bit more inhabited. There's a really big beach down there. So this is what Greyland Intergalactic Airport. And I'm having a strong suspicion that that's grass. It's a grass landing or a dirt landing one. Oh, can't tell because I'm losing my frames. Yeah, it's a dirt strip. So I wouldn't have been able to land there if I wanted to in this. I just don't think there's any way I'd have been able to do it. So, Eliska, you were saying that this was formed, like the way this is formed is because of a tsunami a long time ago, I think you were saying earlier. But you can kind of see, yeah, it would have, it's obviously gone over the top of here. And even the last place we were at had the same type of thing, where you can see these massive sandbars here. I'm just going to go back on my Google Maps a second, just so I can see where we are actually now. We're going into... This is Willapa Bay. This is, and it's a very big bay. There's actually a place called Long Island just down here, and off here you can see the city of what's it called? Namar. Is that there? Or is that there? Oh, sod knows. No, Namar would be somewhere over there actually, I think. Okay, so we need to pass this one, and then we'll, at the very end of it, we'll be entering, I've forgotten the name of the bay actually here. Sod's Law, it's not written on the bloody, not written on the map, but that'll take us over Astoria. Again, some beach there, but this all looks very, very marshy here, so I'm guessing it's not the best place to go. Well, not marshy, but it looks, yes, here it looks very marshy, but even here it doesn't look like somewhere you'd probably spend a lot of time. Lots of different reasons, but I can't see a road here. That might be a dirt road just underneath me. Might be. I couldn't swear by it though. Couldn't swear by it. Lots of trees. When you say you can't see what I'm doing, what do you mean? You'll have to kind of... Do you mean from inside the cockpit? Because we're not looking in the cockpit. Yeah, because this is just... I'm doing a VFR flight here, so it's... Well, not even VFR. I'm just doing kind of like a visual flight. I'm not really using the instruments correctly or anything. In fact, if you'd just seen the way that I lost some altitude earlier, you'd see why. I did do an IFR flight the other day, and I do want to do some VFR flights, cockpit based. It's a black screen? No, it's not. Not for anybody else, I'm afraid. Are you on Twitch? Ah. Oh crap, I didn't mean to open that. If you're on Twitch... oh crap, I think I've just messed up my last thing there. If you're on Twitch, come over to my YouTube. I noticed when I first went live that Twitch... Brian, can you check Twitch for me? Ah, okay, so Brian's saying Twitch is fine, but I'm guessing he's using that from his computer, so it might just be the app on your phone, I'm afraid. If you're using it on your phone or on a tablet, it could be the app. And he's using it in an app, so you might want to just close the app down and try again, yeah. Cheers for checking that out for us, Brian. Okay, so, yeah, so we are flying down this part. It's absolutely wonderful, this. Yeah, you were talking about the tsunami, Elliot, if you're still there. I don't know if you are, because you haven't talked. So I'm listening to a phone call or something. But apparently a tsunami caused this. So it's kind of gone over and some of the water stayed inside. And then obviously it's created these kind of bays, these huge bays. And then these... what technically would be like sandbars. I'm guessing with little lakes in the middle. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, so I'm just going to check the map, Google Maps one more time, just so I get an idea of when I come into this bay. We want to kind of travel across on a southeast trajectory, but we don't want to do it from there. We want to do it as we're passing Seaview. So my guess is, let me just try and get some altitude, and Seaview. I'm guessing Seaview's somewhere down here. It's probably what the airport is actually. So I'm going to make a little bit of a turn, just see if Seaview pops up. I should have actually had my... Hey Sada Khan, welcome in, nice to see you. Twitch didn't work. Were you using the app, or is this lit for real but using a different one? Now I didn't know. So I don't know. Did you use an app, or you've used a web page? People come in with different sign-ons. Brian Wallace and Brian666. Don't know which one I'd prefer in the stream, to be honest, Brian. The other thing is, I'm actually going to start scheduling some of my videos now, because the reason being is that when I go live, it can take up to 24 hours for them to actually... Oh, okay, it's you. Okay, well, welcome in. It can take 24 hours for them to actually go onto YouTube to watch. So... No, you don't have to leave, Brian. So yeah, this must be Seaview here. So... I'm going to start scheduling some of my streams, because scheduled streams apparently get uploaded faster. Apparently instantaneous almost sometimes. But if you do stream now, or you don't schedule it, it goes to the back of the queue. And so that's Port of Iwalco, it said. I'm just going to check my map to make sure I'm where I think... Iwalco, okay, yeah, okay, that's good. Right, so if we head on this thing here, we're going to be over the Goonies town. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to spot anything here. I'll do my absolute best, because I have got a very, very good eye for things. So it's actually going to be on here. This will be where Astoria is here for sure. It's on like a strange hill. It was also made famous in Short Circuit as well, Astoria, the town of Astoria. And it's famous for having a huge bridge that goes all the way across. But my suspicion is this bridge either won't be in here, or it'll be very, very basic indeed. And that's because not all of the bridges have been handmade. So the AI kind of makes a decision. Now, Haystack Rock, the big rock that you see in the Goonies, that's actually over here somewhere. We can maybe fly down afterwards and have a quick look at that one. But yeah, so this is the town of Astoria here. And this is kind of a bit breaking for the film, because you know they go on their bikes about 60 miles. No, it's not 60 miles. Is that what? 6, 12, maybe 20 kilometers or something. Okay, so there's Astoria Regional Airport. So I'm just trying to spot on my map now, but I can't see it, so I can't see it unfortunately. But let's see what we can do. Did I fly the King Air before? I can't remember which one I flew before. The plane I was originally going to do this stream in wouldn't even get off the ground. Yeah, so this is the bridge in Astoria. It's that one, I can't remember, but it's a very, very famous bridge. Okay, so we are going to try and get a bit low here. So I'm going to pull back the engines, and I'm going to go into a bit of a dive. And it's because I don't want to go too low, because we'll lose a ton of so my eagle eyes are out already, and we're just gonna pause it somewhere around here. Let's see if we can spot anything from the movie here. Life is Strange was also set here, the game by Dotnod. I think it was set in Astoria. Okay, so let's see what we can see here. So my supposition actually it's either going to be here or going to be here is where the kids' houses would have been. But I honestly couldn't tell you which one would be which. Or it could actually be on the other side of the hill as well. I could check that out. I could have a look at something. Let me just have a look at my Google and see if it'll actually give me the address, and then I can actually now this house, you can't actually go there anymore, unfortunately, because, well, you can, but it's all fenced off quite low down the road, and one of the reasons is that people who are going to visit, they were getting like 2,000 visitors a day. So, which, you know, it's not fair, is it? So I'm just going to have a quick look. There's a road mappers. Okay. Have you got a live map? But you didn't. I didn't think you would. So it says this is on private property, and you probably shouldn't go there. Ah, it does open it in Google Maps. That's cool. Okay, so right, I've got the location of the house. So we're gonna. Oh, okay. So we can even see. Yep, we can even see where Chunk crushed his thing on the window. So we want to fly to. Okay. Yep. Let's do the take off the live pause. I'm still going to look for stuff along the way because I do like looking for. Oh, is that what I think it is? That's the football field, I think. I'll come back around and fly over that. So let me see. So it would be at the end of a street. Okay, oh, we're getting some serious lag now. Sod's Law. So there's a boating ramp there. I'm guessing that's the boating ramp. Oh, I think this is going to be too difficult in the way I wanted to do it here. Let's see. So it would be somewhere. Right. Okay. So if I do a live pause there and swing that around. So there's the thing, and it would. Ah, no. You can. Wow. Okay. So let me just try and get to it. That is the Goonies house right there. Whoop! That frightened the pants off me. Thank you, Polo Volante. Polo Volante. Where you from? Come say hello. So that's the Goonies house right there. Right there. So that means that would be Data's house, and I'm just trying to figure out where the library might have been. But to be honest with you, they could have gone anywhere to film that. This is more or less where Chunk, not there. Here, sorry, is where Chunk smashed his pizza and his drink on the window. Oh, there's me, just doing my geeky stuff. Right, okay. You're from Italy. Ah. Whereabouts in Italy? So let's go off the live pause. And yeah, let's go off the live pause. And we'll swing the airplane around, I think, a little bit. Let me just zoom out a little bit because I can't see stuff as well. Can't see stuff as well when I'm... Now I want to come back around and see if I could see another part from the movie, which would be where the Fratelli's restaurant is. Now, the thing is I'm not going to bother because I know that it didn't exist; it was created. But I was going to see if you could kind of see where the location was. But I have a feeling. It could have been shot anywhere because Haystack Rock was superimposed. So, Milano. I've been to Milan once. I went to an Inter game. Inter versus Parma. Could have been filmed there actually, where that big building is there, I don't know though. Okay, there's the football stadium. So, yeah, I think I can get my bearing on it. So, in the movie, you see, right at the very beginning, the girl's doing like a cheerleading thing, and you see the Fratelli's car speed down this road, and she's on the pitch here doing some things with the footballers kind of tackling each other in the background. So I think it was probably filmed, the camera was probably somewhere around here, gets the shot there, and you see the Fratelli's car speeding down that road, or speeding up that road actually, I think. You see it, not down. So that's quite interesting. Blue Milan, Inter. Okay, so we need to turn this way, and this is where I'm gonna fly over Haystack Rock, but it's not in the game. You can see it from the air, but it's not in the game, unfortunately. I'm gonna whack a little bit of power into the engines so we can gain some speed, because we're not really. It's good to not have speed when, and this is the kind of thing that breaks the reality of the movies when you see that they've done this, because they had two different locations, and they actually say they're from Astoria, so they actually say they're in Astoria, sorry, so it kind of breaks it a little bit, but you know, Steven Spielberg liked those kind of iconic locations, didn't he, for his movies, so. So, Pollo Volante means, is it like strong, Valorant chicken? Is that literally the name, the meaning of your name, or have I got it mixed up? I speak a bit of Catalan, so Italian, I can understand a little bit of Italian. Depends where from though, because some places I don't recognise the accent very well. So, sorry, I'm having frame rate issues again, but this should tick off. It's because it's loading all the data for this town, I'm sure. So you can see these kids apparently on their BMX bikes went all the way across here. I actually thought it was going to be somewhere around here when I first was looking it up on a map before. I was like, oh, it'll be like round here somewhere close, but it's not. Right, okay, so we're a bit too high here. So we have Seaside Municipal, which could be where I land. Could be. It's a long runway, it's a big runway, so it might be a good spot to land in. So I'll keep that in mind. So my assumption is that when you see the kids on their bikes and stuff going through the hills, that it might have actually been filmed somewhere around here. And there is a large patch of grass just ahead of me that, I don't know, that might have been where they built the Fratelli's house, I don't know. Because you can see the beach in the background, so it would have been, they would have been able to put Haystack's rocks into it. But I think that because a lot of it was superimposed, you never quite know exactly where it would have been. So and I just need to go back to the map so I can just check something. Where exactly where Haystack Rock is. I don't even know if it actually is going to mark it. That's Sea Lion Rock, okay. Is that it? Bird Rocks, Chapman Point, no. Bird Rocks, no, that's not it. Ah, okay, yeah, okay. So, I'm going to make a turn here. I'm going to zoom out just slightly, so I don't want to... So I've still got a bit of flying to go. So we got that, we got that. Okay, and then after that, we've got okay, so we're looking for the river outlet. Okay, so here's the river outlet. Okay, so that must be it. So this is Haystack Rock here. And unfortunately, as I said, it's not in the game. So I'm going to circle around a little bit, yeah, because I can see these on the map as well. So this is Haystack Rock here. As I said, it wouldn't appear in the game. Something to do with little things like this. It hasn't actually properly mapped them in. So you can kind of see it, and from this position, it actually looks quite 3D, and you can kind of see it. So, but unfortunately, it isn't there. And you'll notice there's actually a town next to it, which we never saw in the movie. That could be where the Fratellis thing actually was done there. It could have been anywhere kind of in that vicinity. But yeah, that's it down there, just below my propeller. Sorry, there you go. That's the one where the ship comes out of and off into. So the kids would have filmed the bit with the kids from somewhere around here, I'm guessing. I don't know exactly where, but little did we know that there was a town directly behind it. So, yeah. Kind of broke it a little bit, didn't it? Oh, YouTube's always behind. It's about 30-40 seconds behind, Brian, normally. Okay, so I'm going to take off active pause, and I'm going to slow down, and we are going to request a landing. And we'll go Seaside Municipal. Any runway, to be honest with you. I'll take 16, I don't know. I'm going to make a turn here.
Sierra Kilo 11 miles south, 3,900 feet inbound to land runway 16.
Oh, I'm going to go that way then. So we're 9 miles out, but it's going to be further now. It's probably going to go up to maybe 10 miles before we make the full turn. Okay, there's our pattern entry. It's not a bad entry actually. Whoa, we are losing airspeed there. I might just have to bring the flaps up a little bit. We don't want to stall. So I'm going to just bring the flaps up for a second. Whoa. I didn't know the flaps had that much of effect. We'll come in flapless. I don't know if that's a word. So pull the engines back, and we're going to come in flapless. Maybe I brought the landing gear down a bit too early, but at this rate, probably best that I brought it down. So I'm trying to bring back the engines a little bit now, bring our speed down ever so slightly, and then we'll apply flaps as we get into the pattern entry. Now, I am still using this corridor method, and the reason is because I don't have any maps. I don't know if in this day and age I ever really have time to read the maps either. I might do it a few times because it is nice to be able to find where you should be coming in on your pattern entry, making your pattern entry, but you need the airport maps. and some people just look for the runway. I prefer to do it in the correct way whenever possible. So for at the moment, I'm still using this as the way I do the pattern entry. Just gonna try and lose some speed again because still coming in just a little bit too hot here, I think. So at least we know the flaps actually cut a lot of the power, so that's a lot of the airspeed, really fast as well. I was very surprised at how quickly it cut down the airspeed. It doesn't on the icon. You always never quite know if you're kind of just a bit too high, too low. I've swung it around by accident, haven't I? Oops. Let's just do it that way. Okay, so let's bring the power back a little bit more, just to try and cut a bit of that airspeed. So we should be down at like 1,100 feet here, and we're obviously not, so... Okay, there we go. Probably still a bit too fast, but I'm still going to try and just pull a bit of that airspeed off by pitching the nose up a little bit if possible. To go into a climb there though, I was too busy looking at the airspeed. Okay, so I got it down I think 155, 160 is the touchdown speed. So we're at 182 now. So we don't have to bleed a ton off. Make this turn, and I'm gonna bring the flaps down a little bit. Oh, that is a harsh turn. Very harsh turn. Oof. Sorry, people. I don't know what it is, but I just got a gust of wind that pushed the wings up a little bit. Definitely coming in too fast here. I don't know if I can actually put more flaps. I don't know if there's a second flap lever here, but I feel like I'm coming in way too fast here. Too fast. Hopefully okay, I'm not now. And the computer, yeah, I'm getting a wicked crosswind here. A wicked crosswind. I think this is the hardest crosswind I've ever had in the game. So what's touchdown speed? Touchdown speed is like 80 or something. So I'm gonna have to really try and bleed some of this off. Off. I didn't read any of my touchdown speeds or anything, and I'm coming in way too quickly here. Way too quickly. Oh, Jesus. Oh, this was I didn't even think about this. I'm coming in way too quickly. Woof. And I haven't got a reverse button, I don't think. Oh, I have. Okay. That actually wasn't bad. I'm going to be honest with you. That actually wasn't a bad landing. I've had worse. Had much worse. No bounce. that I saw. I'll have to go back and watch it. I was too busy crapping my pants to see to see whether I actually. You disappointed because I didn't crash, Brian? No, it was not. Shut up. Oh. I don't know why it's not turning here either. And Elidgar, you're such a liar because you know you've seen a worse landing. When you landed the other day in Area 51. They're still picking up your undercarriage now. Okay, so maybe reset the camera a little bit. And this is a very strange airport. It's got just houses chilling. Definitely came in quite fast, but I'm gonna check that because I didn't actually know the landing speed. I thought it was in like the 100 something, and I think it turned out to be like 80. Why I'm speeding up, I don't know, because I've got my I've got the throttle set to idle. Didn't actually. I don't even think we announced our landing or anything because I was too busy concentrating on the turns. Oh no, allowance to clear the runway. Okay.
5-6 Sierra traffic Beechcraft Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra Kilo is clear of the runway.
I don't think I oh, there's no taxiing options. I don't think I bounced on this one. I'm gonna go back and check it, but I don't think I did. That's why I was quite surprised, because it was coming in thick and fast, and I really thought that and I was doing it from the outside view. It's a bit more difficult doing it from the outside view than I preferred to normally go inside the cockpit for the landing. I'm assuming I turn this taxiway. Oh, I don't know, like there's a guy there, he's waving me in, but I don't know if I've gone in the right way here. Yeah, he's waving me in. Okay. See if we can't get the parking right this time, actually. Oh, I don't know how far my wingspan is, so I need to be careful not to crash into that other airplane. Tell you what, these guys have got balls of steel with me coming at them with these propellers. Oh. Okay, I'm just going to check the outside view for a second. Just to make sure I'm parked up okay. I think I can probably, without cutting this guy's head off, I could just go slightly better. Okay, I'll leave it there. I think that's a semi-good point. He's telling me to cut my engine, so I actually don't know how to cut the engines on this. I used reversers on the landing as well properly. They didn't work the last time I was doing them. This I won't be flying this plane again. It's got way too much going on in the cockpit for me. And I honestly can't see where the I need to put my flaps up, by the way. I honestly can't see where the engine is. It's not on my dash, is it? No. Oh, I'll put the I know I've got the brake on. That was intentional. Right. Am I completely missing something here? I'm gonna have to take the parking brake off because that thing's. Oh, I'm going backwards now. Great stuff. Sod it. Sod this game. Okay. Yeah. Even the marshal's going. What? Where are you going? Where are you going? I don't know why it went into reverse. I didn't press anything. I don't know. Sometimes I've noticed that it does this. Sometimes it just kind of starts doing what it wants. I'm not sure if it's because you brush something or what. Very, very strange. Okay, well, it was an interesting enough flight. I enjoyed it. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you, I'm going to go back and watch it, Brian, because I'm going to video it so that Elliscar can see it if it was that bad. I think he just says everything's bad just for the sake of it. If I hope you all enjoyed the stream. If you liked it, please click that like button and do click that subscribe button as well. Even though somebody subscribed not so long ago and the latest subscriber list hasn't updated, so I don't know what that's all about. Very strange. Shut up. Right. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. So yes, if you've enjoyed the stream, please subscribe as well. It helps a lot. You can follow me on Twitch TV as well, Ineffectual Gamer, or you can follow me on YouTube, Ineffectual Gamer, or Ineffectual Gam 2 on Twitch. Still haven't got any Twitch followers, I don't think. Well, last time I checked, I didn't. If you want to make a donation, there's a button for Streamlabs. I think it's this cup. You can see there on the right, or you can follow the link in the description below. There's also a link to my Discord below as well in the show notes, so you can always click on that and come join us on Discord. There's a few of us on there, so feel free to come join us on Discord, and we'll see. Maybe one day you'll be able to fly with me, and we can do it as a group thing at some point. Okay, people. I will say thank you for joining Captain Swifty on this flight today, and I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry about your asses on the landing, but never mind. You'll get over it. Okay, and I'll say 9-7. Good evening, or good morning, or good afternoon. I think in Smitty's case it was afternoon, wasn't it? Okay, enjoy yourselves.